Verse 4. So Moses cut out 2 stone tablets like the former ones, and Moses rose up early in the morning and went up to Mount Sinai, as Yahweh had commanded him, and Moses took the 2 stone tablets in his hand. Yahweh descended in the cloud and stood there with Moses, as Moses called upon the name of Yahweh. Now notice we're told here that Moses called upon the name Yahweh. In other words, Moses used the name Yahweh to refer to God. In our culture, we usually choose names based on the sound of the name. We choose a name because we like the sound of the name. In their culture, names had meaning, and very often they chose a name to communicate truth about either the person or the place or the object that was being named. Now in this case, the name is the Hebrew word Yahweh. The Hebrew word Yahweh means He is, or He continually is. And the truth that's being communicated with that name is the reality that God is the only living being that was not brought into existence by another living being. You and I were brought into existence by our parents. All of the animals and birds and living things that we see, the plants and trees, all of those things were brought into existence by another living thing. But God is different. God was not brought into existence by another living thing, and that's the truth that is communicated when they use the word Yahweh as God's name. You see, when you ask the question, where did God come from? The answer is, He simply is. And so they use the name Yahweh, He is, as God's name to communicate that truth about God.